that's a wrap. Day one has come to an end, and the entire Range Goats team was showing out today. We're here in Miami for the first time in regular season after playing the team championships our first 2 years. And Taylor Gooch, Peter Uline, Sergio Garcia, all at the top of the leaderboard. We're here to talk about it live from the beautiful Trump National Doral. Welcome. It's time to talk about it. Welcome to Club 54 post-round show. I'm your host, Christian Crosby, and joining me is the one and only Dom Boulay, who just came in the nick of time after eating some tasteful, was it cookies or crackers? What was that you just stuffed down really quick, Dom?
Chocolate chip cookie.
Chocolate
First thing
chip
I've eaten in
cookie.
about 5 hours, Christian.
You know, my only problem with that, Dom, is you didn't bring me one. That's the only problem I got. That's the only problem I got with you, man.
I'll do it tomorrow. And you make me feel bad. I just rushed over from the first screen. It took me 10 minutes to get here.
Dude, you're the best in the business, man. Happy to have you. Usually I would say, well, how was your day? And you would say to me, oh, it was good. And then we would keep talking. I'm not doing that today. We're going to have fun. I'm putting you on the spot.
Okay.
Give me 3 words that describe day one in Miami. Go.
Day one here.
I'm putting you on the spot. I knew this would happen, but I had to do this.
It was fun.
Fun is one. You got 2. I need 2 more, Dom.
It was fun. That's
all right,
3
I'll
words.
take fun. I'll take fun.
How many words do you need?
You're right. You're fine. You're right. Okay, fine. John Rahm, you had the pleasure of following today.
Yeah, absolutely.
I figured it would be a good place to start there. Just an incredible player. I think the only player to place in the top 10 every single tournament. How was it following him today? So far, yeah.
You know, it was so impressive. He was driving the ball beautifully. I just did an interview with him, and he was really happy with the way he drove the ball. He said he had one poor drive, and he was a little unlucky. He was on the 10th hole, which is hard. Perhaps today the hardest tee shot on the golf course. But
here's some highlights from today, and talk us through it. I hope we get to see you somewhere in there.
Oh, you might do.
Yeah.
I get on camera quite a lot. I was almost an eagle.
I always look for you, Dom, at least.
Hey, Jay, you didn't get that?
Yeah, he was really good with his wedges today, John Rahm, and he kept him under the hole. Here he's on 5. Big tee shot, cleared the bunker.
There we go.
And there you go, another 4-5 footer underneath the hole. It was just perfect spot every single time. All right, how about this one? It was a little bit lucky here, but he's aiming for it, right?
Look at that, absolutely. Look at his swag. I love the swag. I think we got 2 more highlights here, Dom.
Yeah.
From your day.
Yeah, here's the 12th. Obviously, no one could get there today, 670 yards into the wind, but he laid up nicely, and another wonderful little wedge shot there to basically a gimme distance. And this was one of the best shots he had all day. That wasn't easy because there's a little slope that runs down. They had to land it in the perfect top of the ridge. And he took advantage of it with another birdie.
That's right, and we have a special guest joining us, individual champion of 2023, PBR team owner, newest member of that, Taylor Gooch, man. Welcome to the show, man.
Yeah, good to be here, finally.
Congratulations. We were going to talk about your day, but I think the fans are happier to hear it from your mouth, man. Great day, hell of a day. Take us through it. How was it?
Yeah, I mean, it was a stripe show out there. You know, I missed a couple drives that led to a couple bogeys, but other than that, I mean, I hit it about as good as I could out there. So, you know, I actually missed, you know, a handful of really good opportunities to really get it going kind of middle of the round. But again, on this golf course, with a little bit of wind, not as much as what it can be, but still 5 under on this place is no joke. So
when a player like yourself says it was a stripe show, you must have hit it unbelievably good.
Yeah, no, the irons were on point today. I had like I said, I had a lot of close looks, and fortunately we got a couple to drop. This one,
some highlights here.
This finally got me going. I made you know, a few pars start my round, and an eagle on the par 5 helps. Birdied the next hole, the par 3 number 9. And after that, I didn't make another putt until 18, and so you know, outside the chip in. The chip in was helpful, but you know, hit this one tight. Like I said, I was hitting it close a lot today, and was able to get, you know, a couple of them to drop and shoot 5 under.
Yeah, that's not an easy pin to get close to in that front pin, right?
Yeah, that was a good one.
There's another.
Yeah, this is the one that I said. We stole one right here. You when you're halfway in the bunker, you're thinking, all right, hopefully we can make par, and that helps. That always helps.
You might have stolen 2.
I might have stolen 2. I'll take it. I'll take it. This was a great one right here. 18, obviously it's a monster of a hole, and hit a great second shot in there. And you know, first putt I'd made since, you know, outside of 3-4 feet since you know, that eighth hole of an eagle. So it was a great day.
You know, your coach Boyd Summerhays is here. You always seem to play well when he's on site with you. Does he give you that bit of confidence, the extra pair of eyes?
Yeah, you know, when I have both him and my trainer Colby, you know, both on site this week, it's just, you know, we usually know how to get things clicking. You know, the first few tournaments I was just a little bit off, just coming off of, you know, having our second baby and, you know, kind of, you know, just knocking off the off-season rust. And, you know, I had a couple little like tight areas in my body with my neck and my back that just the off-season and holding babies and stuff. And so, you know, having my trainer here this week, Colby and Boyd, obviously it just helps get, you know, get everything in line and get going.
Now we're going to ask you some more questions, but first, actually your caddy got mic'd up today. We got some behind-the-scenes audio from day one in Miami. Let's check that out right now. And feel free to chime in, Taylor.
Yeah. Well, I'm just curious if you can understand the Aussie accent back here. You know,
pretty flat. I still
but no,
think it goes that way a little bit.
Mal and I are very communicative on the greens. Okay. Yeah, you do.
See this old ball mark right there? Yeah, right about there. Good birdie, mate. The longer I looked at it, the more it broke.
Yeah.
Man, I tell you what, Cam got absolutely Bermuda'd there. I was 37, so we're 352.
Like to this head.
Right.
What is it to that head?
240.
I just like hybrid.
All right.
60 hole.
Yeah,
I would be aggressive with this.
that's the club I like anyway, but you got it. I got it down out of the left, more down than out of the left. I think it's a little hard right now on guys that are like Louis' age, early 40s call it, because they all played through Tiger's era.
Right.
I mean, how many majors did he take that?
Yeah, right.
Because like early part of Tiger's, early part of his career.
All right. That was great. You got anything on that, Taylor? I would love to hear your take on your relationship with him and how you guys work things out.
Yeah, you know, we see golf very similarly. He understands my game so well, and he understands when he needs to get in and you know, provide me with more information or when to step back and just let me do my thing. We collaborate more on the greens than really anywhere else, and especially this week, you know, I didn't grow up on Bermuda greens, so for me, they're just a little bit foreign, and he's a little bit more comfortable with them, and so, you know, I'm going to lean on him a little bit more in weeks like this week to kind of help me get the reads right and hopefully make putts.
Actually, it's strange that being an Australian, he putts on pure green, that he's comfortable on Bermuda, and you trust his read on these greens, do you?
Yeah. We talk about a lot. He spends time at home where he lives. He's a member at a club that's Bermuda Greens, and so when he's home, he's getting working. He's going out there a few days a week and putting, playing, and just reading greens as well as trying to stay sharp. So it's you know, we were joking about it on one of the holes on number one. I was asking where the grain was, and he was like, mate, now that I already read the grain into my read. It's becoming second nature for him now, so yeah.
All right, now, Taylor, I don't want you to take any offense to this next question, but I got to ask you because fans they want to know. The stash, man. What's up with the stash, bro? Talk to us. What's the inspiration? We love it, by the way. It's a good thing, but is there any story behind that, or is it just whatever?
You know, I kind of wanted to make my wife chuckle a little bit, and I walked out of shaving 80% of my face and leaving this, and she said, "Go shave the rest." So, of course, I was like, well, now I'm not going to shave it. We got to see if this is a winning formula now. And so I think she really hopes I come in second this week, because if I somehow go and win this thing with this, we got to see if it works again.
You might need to stick with it, man.
Yeah, if I'm leading going last, it might be the only time she's probably thinking, I hope he finishes second.
It looks good on you. It also resembles a few people we thought of here. Ron Burgundy, but we want you to chime in. This isn't a roast. You're with us. We're together on this. I would rather hear you rate these stashes.
Yeah,
I'm looking at you as the guru of the stash.
I mean, his looks a little fake there. It's not quite as good as mine, you know, but it's Ron Burgundy. You can't go wrong with it.
I say you got Ron Burgundy beat. There's honor bond.
That is top notch. See, his is dark. Mine's still like that blonde kid ginger wannabe. Like his is way better than mine.
You're
He's a
being
winner.
too hard on yourself, man. Dr. Phil. That's a crazy one.
Yeah, that's I mean
crazy.
that might be me in another 30 years or 40 years or so. Like I'm gonna get that, or another kid. It might
That's
just
not
turn
a bad
into
final destination at all. Last one.
Yeah.
Papa Gooch.
Yeah, there's the
There's your
twin.
dad. You gotta love that, man.
Yeah, that's spot on.
So all approved. All stashes are approved.
Yes, absolutely. I'm a stash fan.
I'd say so far the whole thing you plant there, you should stick with it. That's just my personal
God,
opinion. Dom?
if my wife is watching this, she is gonna be pissed.
That's great.
Well,
That's
if you
gold.
keep shooting 5 under, she'll be happy, but
That's
she'll
right.
also be
That's
upset.
Right. That's exactly right.
All right, so every episode we like to do this thing called form check, where we have the fans submit their swing, and then we have our guests check their form.
Okay.
Please be brutally honest. It makes
Okay.
for a better segment.
All right.
Good luck, fans, and thanks to everyone who submitted them. Shall we get into this, Taylor?
Let's do it.
All right, Dom, feel free to throw in some jokes too. You got some good ones always. Here's a good one. First one is up. All right. Wow.
That's not a bad, average to, mediocre swing. What do you think he shoots, Dom? I'd say mid-80s.
I think even better than that, maybe. Maybe low 80s.
What would he shoot out here?
105.
Yeah. Okay. Not bad. Not a bad move.
Any suggestions for this young gentleman?
Stick to your 9 to 5.
All right, here's the next one.
Oh, that's a
That's
good move.
good, yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good move.
That's my cousin. I'm kidding.
No, I was about to say. No, that looks good. I like it.
All right.
I'm trying to see it again here.
You got anything for it? Or?
Good turn coming back. I mean, just keep doing what you're doing. I mean, I got no
Absolutely.
suggestions
Wow.
there. That's
Yeah,
nice.
Nicole,
Wow.
she's got a good move.
Yeah.
Impressive. All right, here's another one.
I can already tell you this is going to be bad.
He's rookie golfer.
I can already tell you.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What was it? Is it the fit,
gosh.
the sneakers?
Oh,
What is
gosh.
it?
Well, he's wearing pants and a full button down inside, so that's immediately that's a bad deal.
What did you think of the swing? Was it what you imagined it to be or what?
It wasn't as terrible as I was expecting it to be. It wasn't as terrible as I was expecting. All right, I need a second one to see. We got some really straight arms. Those shoulders are really right, but not too bad of a motion. I would say to take your button down and put a shirt on and have some fun, maybe a cocktail, maybe loosen up. You might be able to swing a little bit better.
This is incredible. Can you come back and do form check every episode?
I'm in.
You nailed it, man.
You're the best yet.
All right, so we have a couple more days here, but the next stop, Adelaide. You're the defending champion there. The energy is so unique, so special there. How is it feeling for you as you're approaching after a great day today? Just knowing that's your next stop. Where's your mind at?
Yeah, I mean, obviously playing with Cam today, we were even talking about today. I asked him when he was going to get in, and everyone's. It feels like everything's building up for it, right? It's going to be so cool to be back, and I keep saying it's so cool taking LIV to all these new places and seeing the fans' reactions, and then the few places that we've been back a second time, it's cool to see. Okay, they know what it is, they know what to expect, and in Adelaide they know what to expect, and I think they're going to try to top it off this year. So it's going to be a blast, and hopefully I can kind of channel some of that good energy I had from last year.
Dom.
Yeah, I was there with you. Can you believe there's going to be 30,000 more people than last year there? I don't know where they're going to fit them in.
I was going to say, I don't know where they're going to fit them, but I'm here for it. I'm ready for it.
Because some of those tee shots, because the tees were quite narrow, right? I mean, you were nervous on some of those tee shots. You could hurt somebody.
Oh yeah, there would be if you had some of those swings we saw earlier hitting tee shots there'd be some fans we'd be sending to the hospital. So no, it's going to be great, and obviously the fans are fantastic. The energy's great. Golf course is amazing, so it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. Well, we had a great time with you, Taylor. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope to see you back here tomorrow.
Perfect.
How about that?
Sounds good. Sounds good. Stash and everything.
Yeah.
We got you on camera saying yes.
That's right.
For me, I think it's what we expected. We were looking to make this team as good as it possibly can.
Brooks Koepka has recruited last year's individual winner Taylor Gooch as part of Team Smash for 2024.
The camaraderie is great. I mean, we all are like-minded, and we want to win.
Obviously, Adam Taylor was a huge thing, and G-Mac bringing in the experience.
And what a masterstroke signing Graham McDowell could prove to be for Brooks Koepka.
Coming to a team like Smash with a guy like Brooks Koepka on it, Taylor Gooch off the back of 3 wins, and Jason Kokrak's a well-decorated player. Expectation levels are there.
For G-Mac to play as well as he did on Sunday at Vegas. Huge confidence boost, right? Now you get the rest of the year.
Smash won the team title. The celebrations in full flow.
Kind of fun to see all those guys climb the leaderboard. It was a good time to, quote-unquote, hit the jackpot.
You put guys in the right team, surround them with the right people, they can play some good golf.
All right, and we're back. As you can see, the sun is just starting to set here on a beautiful day in Miami, but the energy for sure has not settled at all. A lot of fans around here. The spirits are high. I'm ready for day 2. And joining us, we have Sue-Ann Hang to talk to in just a few moments. And here's the moment I was speaking about with Sue-Ann Hang.
The momentary.
There you are, Sue-Ann Hang. You had yourself a day. You always end up following 2 to 3 groups throughout the day. I don't know how you do it.
Well, you know, I love keeping a variety of players during my day. So, yes, I was moved around a couple of times. But some great golf that was played today.
I was watching Brooks in his press conference, and he said this is one of the first big boy courses that we've had. From your perspective, just overall, from everyone you saw, did that hold to be true today?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is definitely one of the most demanding golf courses that we play out here on LIV Golf, and you know, not just requires accuracy off the tee, but you also need to be long, you need to be accurate. It also requires a lot of variety of shots off the tee and into the greens. Quite often the players are coming in with much longer clubs than we're used to seeing. So it certainly is a big boy golf course, and we have seen some players, even like Patrick Reed, who got off to a great start and then just kind of fizzled out at the end and just came back with a few bogeys, which can happen, especially on a golf course like the Blue Monster.
And you know, it's good. I didn't even I realized as we were talking that I didn't even ask you about your day yet, Dom, because as soon as we really started, Taylor Gooch jumped in. We talked a little John Rahm, but how was your day? What'd you see?
I followed Phil Mickelson, John Rahm, and Dustin Johnson. If you don't have a good day following those 3 guys, they've got 10 major championships between them. It was great. But like Sue-Ann says, this is a beast, this golf course. You have to be a long hitter. I mean, it's such an advantage if you are a long hitter.
For you, Sue-Ann, Bubba Watson was someone you got to follow. The range goats, just it seemed every single person in that team had a hell of a day today. Talk us through that. We have some highlights here too if you want to talk through, but talk us through that.
Yeah, I think it's about that time that the range goats need to get their stuff together. It's been a rough start for them this season. This is one of their players, Thomas Peters. He's a quiet guy, but he's secretly quite funny. If you get to hang out with Peters, he's a really, really funny guy, very dry. Peter Uihlein also had quite the day, tied for the lead at the top with 5 under. This is a good golf course for Peter, actually.
Oh, absolutely.
He's a long hitter.
One of the longest on tour.
And now Bubba, we talked to him. He put his old school putter back in play this week. Got some success with that back in 2012, 13, and 14 when he was playing some great golf. And Matthew Wolff.
Yeah, you want to talk a guy with a big game?
I know.
That guy has got the biggest game.
Yeah, it's good to see him playing well again. Not surprising, though, to see the range goats out there. This is a great golf course for them. They're all pretty long off the tee, and they're all quite creative.
Yeah, and Bubba's had a lot of
shots.
success here. He's had 3 run-up finishes in tournaments here, so he really feels very comfortable around here. And Thomas Peters, he's such a talent. His coach, Pete Cowan, his previous coach, still works with him a little bit, said he should be a #1 player in the world.
Well, Bubba, this is his second shot. Perfect control with his wedges today as well. You know, I talked to him after the round and I said, there's a little bit of old school Bubba back in there, isn't it? In his game, in his walk, and his demeanor. And he said, absolutely. And it's really good to see that confidence oozing out of him again.
I think I heard your interview. I think he's finally fully 100% that left knee of his, right knee, I believe. He is now, and he said he could get to his front side, his front leg, which means he can hit the ball lower. And around a course like this where it's windy, you need to hit the ball lower in certain areas.
Yeah, he's lost some 30 pounds in the off season. He's really trying to clean up his diet, trying to get lean, get more energy throughout his play. And it's certainly paying off. Now Matthew Wolff just trying to punch one in here.
A question for both of you: how hard is it just mentally coming back? You know,
It's tough.
After sitting out for some time. I mean,
it's very tough. I tell you, injuries really take out a lot out of a player. Not just confidence, but confidence in your own body and your ability, and whether you can do the same things as your body did previously before the injury. It is really tough. And then on top of that, golf is not really a game that you can kind of come back into and get back in the rhythm of it. It takes you a little bit of time, and you've got to be so patient through that process and be very confident in what you're doing and trust your team and trust the support that you have.
Gotta love that. And Sue-Ann, just last takeaway from your day following Bubba specifically, just is if there's one thing that stood out to you as a crazy fan watching that just wants some inside scoop, what's that one thing you would say you took away from day one?
Well, I have to say, I think it is his confidence and the way he's walking, the way he's carrying himself. You can certainly tell he's really feeling really confident, which is perfect timing considering the fact that next week is the Masters. But, I think just watching him play, he's really confident. And watching the way he putts, having that old school putter back in play, you can tell that he is definitely more confident over his
He's got his swagger back.
He's got his swag back.
He's got his swagger back.
Like you.
He's
got your swagger.
I've never had swagger down, but I appreciate it. I'll take it. All right, we're going to talk more about day one. But before we do that, let's talk about one of my favorite podcasts ever, Fairway to Heaven. It's LIV's first podcast and a great place to get in-depth conversations from all of the league's players. This week, Cam Smith joined Sue-Ann and Jerry and revealed his biggest challenge.
I don't care who you are. I think every golfer has that inner demon, that hurdle, right? What's yours?
My driver.
His words.
Yeah.
Not that we say that occasionally on the broadcast.
I guess that would be it. It's definitely not a club that I feel really uncomfortable with or anything like that. It's just a club that I've kind of always struggled to get right. It's lost me more tournaments than it's won me, for sure. And I feel like there's a lot of time where I have to kind of rely on that, on the irons and the wedges and the putting to kind of even, get a top 10 or a top 15. So it can be tough at times, and at times I want to pull my hair out and kind of start again with that club. But I know the work that we've been doing, particularly this off season, is the right stuff, and I think we saw a glimpse of that in Hong Kong. I think this week is a much harder test, and particularly with the driver. So it's good having a hard test heading into a big week like next week.
Make sure you guys check out Fairway to Heaven, my favorite podcast. And standing beside me, Jerry Foltz. We're going to chat with him in a little bit. But earlier this week, Rachel Drummond, she met up with DJ and talked to him a little bit about his warm-up routine. Let's take a look at that.
Right, we're going to keep it quick because you're a busy man. I'm here with Dustin Johnson from the Four Aces, and you're going to talk to us about your pre-tournament process. Are you ready?
Okay, absolutely.
Now, I want to talk about pre-tournament prep. Like, what does your warm-up look like on the range before you get into the tournament?
Once I get loose, I'll hit like 3 or 4 half 60s, 3 or 4 3/4, and 3 or 4 full. And I know exact numbers on how far they're supposed to go.
Are you looking at any data points in particular?
No, so I always look at just carry number and spin rate.
Okay.
So carry, spin rate, and then that's pretty much it. Just because you can tell everything just from that. If I'm working too hard to get to those numbers, something's not right. So then I'll consult with Claude.
Now there's a lot of wind this week.
Right.
How does that affect your wedge play?
So always I'll normalize, so I don't track how far it's actually going with the wind. It's always just, what it would go if it was just flat calm. And then obviously with the wind, when it's blowing this hard, there's a lot of things that go into judging, how far it's actually going to go.
And you fade the golf ball, you can obviously hit a draw as well.
Yeah, I do both.
Yeah.
With irons and up into the 3-wood. I'll still turn the 3-wood over every once in a while, but driver always goes to the right. But I'll draw it or fade it, depending on what I want the ball to do when it hits the ground.
So how long will your warm-up be in tournament?
I'll spend the first 20, 25 minutes on the putting green, then I'll come over to the range and start with the wedges.
And this is always your priority. You get these right.
Yeah,
you know
wedges, and then obviously all the way down to to the driver, and then depending on if the first hole might be a 3-wood or a 4-iron or something off the tee, I might hit that a couple times right at the end because I know that's what I'm going to tee off with.
Ready to go. And speaking of, Doral specifically, what kind of shot shapes do you need? Do you need both fade and draw?
A lot of these crosswinds, it's hard to judge, exactly how far it's going to move it versus where, so I kind of always like to turn it into the crosswinds.
Got you, okay.
Especially if it's hurting, and I'll like to hold it against it so it flies a little straighter.
So this 9-wood, talk to me about it.
So Keith, who works for TaylorMade, is one of my really good friends. He brought me a 7-wood on the range, and I'm like, what's this? I'm like, I'm gonna hit this thing so hot. And I hit it and it came out I'm like, ooh, I like this.
Ooh.
So immediately put the 7-wood in the bag. And then he's like, we got a 9-wood. I'm like, all right, well, just make me one, I'll try it. And I hit it and I'm like, this is really nice. And it's good out of the rough. And so.
And again, the flight, the trajectory, it wasn't too high?
No, I mean, for me, I keep it down pretty good.
I did not expect it to go that low. So tell us how you do hit this down for people at home. What are your tips for keeping it lower?
To be honest, I just hit it.
DJ, I was thinking you were going to say that. Any ball position or?
If you get a hair closer to it,
yeah.
Obviously, you got to hit down on it.
And finally, give us a draw before I let you get on with your day.
A draw. Okay.
What's different in the technique here?
I'm gonna set up a little more square, and then take the club back maybe a little more to the inside.
Yeah.
Than normal, and then just let her go. That was a little thin. It still drew, but
so good. DJ, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna let you. You've had such a busy day. I'm gonna let you get on now.
Well, thank you.
But thank you so much. Play well this week. Cheers,
thank
DJ.
You.
I got there with DJ telling me how to hit it under the wind, and especially round this course, the Blue Monster has shown its teeth. The wind has been so tricky today, and even with a great warm-up like we saw from DJ, they're still having challenges out there. Now, we've got some B-roll of some of the world's best golfers, unfortunately, struggling in the winds. Let's take a look at that. We've got Brooks Koepka on the first hole. And I'll go into this in a minute with a tip. He lost that to the right, and I'm going to explain how I can help you at home navigate this wind. Very stoic though, no reaction. DJ, again, losing it to the right. I heard him speak to Suan earlier, he said he had the wrong club. You don't see this very often from these players. Just rolling in there, and finally, John Ram, who is playing as a professional in this tournament, first time he's played it as a pro, doesn't like it. Looks like it slipped straight in the agua. There it is, in case you didn't believe it. I couldn't believe it from Ram. So I'm going to give you a tip. This is honestly one of my favorite tips. And I was joined by Pete Cowan earlier, and he completely agreed with what I said, and I got a couple of nuggets from him as well. So we're going to begin. So the most important thing is in the wind is having club face control, okay? If the club face is open, then your body will react and you can't navigate that low shot. So I'm going to give you a drill to get that club face square to a little bit closed, and then you can move your body properly through the shot. So we're going to set up like so. Ball very neutral in the stance. Now, if I take the club back to waist height, I want you to see as the club starts coming down, I'm going to turn my lead knuckles down. Now what happens when I do that is I start closing the club face, and then my body can turn onto the golf shot. So lead knuckles down, this is the feel at home, and then the body can respond. I'm going to have a go. Now I worked with Dana Dahlquist a bit at the beginning of the year, and he gave me this exact same drill, and Pete Cowan said the same. So lead knuckles down. And it will help you hit that lower trajectory shot, and you can really use your body to turn through. Let's see a few more of those. And you can still hit right to left and left to right shots with this feel. So again, we're going to set up very neutral, ball in the middle of the stance. Take it back halfway. Lead knuckles down and turn the body onto the shot. Let's see if I can do another one. A little bit skinny, but again, the flight is controlled and my body is being used properly. I'm going to give you one other little tip you can try at home. You're going to need a mirror. What you're going to do is you're going to take the club to waist height. Do you see how the toe matches my spine? If I then go into my posture, I'm going to bring the club head and the leading edge to match my spine again. Now that is a square club face. So that matches up with everything I've just told you about lead knuckles down. Let's see one more. Then we're going to throw it back to Christian. So neutral stance, lead knuckles down, and then turn the body. And there you have it, team. Keep the club face square, then your body can move correctly and you can navigate wind. And you never know, you might play the boom monster like these pros out here.
Amazing job, Rachel Drummond. Always doing a phenomenal job. I feel like I learn something new every single time she does a segment. Big thanks to Rachel Drummond. All right, and the LIV Golf Plus app is filled with great content, including a new masterclass tutorial series that will make every golfer better. In addition to that, LIV Lessons, you can enjoy the LIV Golf League tournament action, the LIV film series, as well as the exclusive new show, The Journey Back. Anthony Kim with David Parody. You can download the app now. Make sure you guys do that. This is Club 54 post-round show.
Hey guys, this is Cam Smith.
Hi, I'm Bryson DeChambeau. I'm Bubba Watson.
And welcome
to my LIV lesson.
So if you're like me and you miss fairways, this is when the creativity comes out.
Focus on that target.
That's what I'm focused on. Pay the man. For me, I just want to make it simple as possible.
Tempo for sure is one thing you need to keep an eye on.
Cam Smith, he has taken complete control here.
I like to aim the putter, make sure that's perfect. Then I take my stance, give it one good look at the hole, and hit a good putt.
Houdini with the flat stick.
Need a golf ball. Here we go.
Bryson DeChambeau electrifies the ground.
So guys, there's a lot of mysteries around hitting it really far. That's when psycho mode comes in. Try to get a little psycho with it.
Yeah, there it is. That was peppered.
Let your body free up. Let things just move more. Don't feel like you're restricted. If you can do that, you're on your way to better golf.
And joining us, Club 54 post-round show. Couldn't be a post-round show without my BFF, Jerry Foltz.
Aww.
As the sun sets,
you guys
as we
are
close the show
so
out.
nice to Taylor and that hideous mustache, by the way. So nice to him.
No way. I love the mustache. I'm really a big fan of it.
It's birth control.
Oh my God, I love it. All right, Jerry. What a day. Day one was great. I would love to hear your take. We didn't even talk about Sergio Garcia
12 guys broke 70 on this Blue Monster, 7,700 yards of sheer terror with blustery conditions. 12 guys broke 70. That's my biggest takeaway. That's some seriously top quality golf right there. Sergio Garcia putted good today. Not great, but putted good. And that's just how solid of a long-term player he has always been. If he makes a few putts, he's always going to be in contention. That applies next week at Augusta as well.
And we have this social post I want you to check out, Jerry. Fans, check this out too. I think it's from Torquay, Team Torquay. Let's see what they said on social. I think it's about the 18th hole at Blue Monster, which I asked you about earlier, Jerry. I said, is it true?
Yeah.
Is this one of the hardest holes in all of golf? Either you carry the ball 311 yards, or you have to place it on a 15-yard wide fairway.
Yeah, a walking path. I mean, that's actually just the path for the mowers to get from the tee box to the fairway. That is your fairway if you don't, essentially that wide if you're not able to carry it over the little inlet to the fairway on the left side.
Everyone did their thing today, but I always love to ask you, was there anyone that surprised you today? Anything that stood out to you today where you said, whoa,
Well, you know, the one thing that
expect
did
this.
stand out, and I think it's just a product of LIV Golf League and the quality of players that make up the 54-player field. Only 2 guys on the first page of that leaderboard in the top, I think, 12 have won LIV Golf League events, but every one of them on that first page can win. So if you want to look at one huge surprise, but it's not really a surprise, it's Kevin Na, because he's one of the shortest players, but he always figures out a way to get it done on the hardest and longest courses, and he's right there with a chance as well.
Now, Jerry, your predictions are usually on point, so I got to ask you about day 2. Any predictions for day 2? Who do you think is going to be on fire tomorrow? Who's going to step up tomorrow? And who do you think might
It's
fall back a
impossible
little bit?
to really tell, but I would say 1 or 2 of the guys who are headed to Augusta are going to come from within the pack tomorrow and be in the hunt for Sunday, whether that's Brooks, whether that's Rahm, whether it's Sergio stays up there. One or 2 of those guys are really going to be a force to be reckoned with, but they're also some of the brightest stars in golf, not only within LIV Golf, so that's to be expected.
I know you said you don't like the mustache on Taylor Gooch, but he said ever since he's grown that out, he's...
You know, at $4 million a week to the individual winner, I'd grow that thing. Yeah.
All right, let's see what some of the fans are hoping for. Here's some social posts. We promised we put you guys on the show if you tweet it out. Here's one. Hoping that Brooks Koepka can get a green jacket like me. Now that's brilliant right there. I Heart Brooks sign holding up there in front of the screen. Oh, you gotta love this.
Yeah, that's tremendous. That would be awesome if Brooks got it done because he was so close last year.
And there goes their dog, Berwick, cheering on Bubba Watson. Who
if
had
they're from Scotland, it'd be Berwick, but yes. Yeah.
That's fair, Jerry. That's fair.
Well, there's a famous course there where Beanie's from, Katrina Matthew.
And here's another one. Trump Doral looks so good. Had to specify all those O's in the word "so good" there. Looking forward to watching Sunshine Golf on LIV Golf League. Fans are excited. I did notice the energy was a little different here in Miami. Jerry, you want to speak to the fans a little bit? The energy was much higher here in Miami. The golf fans are a little different here, man.
Well, they're true sports fans, and of course we've had, we got groupies for Club 54 already that have been hanging about. Almost got into the shot there as well.
We had quite a few people lingering around the desk, which is always fun. Jerry handled it well off camera. That's pretty fun to watch. In conclusion, Jerry, I always got to ask, final thoughts as we end day 1 and go into day 2 from Jerry Faults.
Final thoughts are we're guaranteed great attendance tomorrow, great weather for the weekend, and we have a course that's as much of a star as any player in the field. And it's going to be, from a golf purist standpoint, it's going to be fantastic action. For the excitement that it's going to bring to the new golf crowd, it's going to be really cool here in Miami. It's a great vibe.
And here is the leaderboard from day 1, our individual leaderboards here. As we look at this, Jerry, I was really excited to see Scott Benson to the very last moment.
Great guy. Yeah. Well, Wolfie's playing some great golf. He bombs it. Uline is a very long player. He lives down in this area, much like Wolf. Gooch, you can't ever underestimate him based on what he did last year. Still looking for his first win in the United States. All 3 have been abroad. DJ there, Terrell Hatton, world-class players. Louis Oosthuizen, it's a big ballpark for him, 7,700 yards, but he knows how to get it done. On and on and on. Bryson DeChambeau tomorrow, he could shoot 7 or 8 under and tee off Sunday with the lead.
And here's our team leaderboard here. Range Goats could do no wrong today, it seemed. Legion 13 right there.
Yeah.
4 aces. We haven't talked much about them lately, Jerry.
Yeah, they are the league dynasty for 2 straight years until the Crushers took them down last year here. And now it's been all Crushers this year. And of course, Torquay last year was almost unbeatable with 4 wins, and they haven't made a whole ton of noise yet this year. A couple of podiums, but that's it.
I'm still looking at those fireballs as well. You mentioned them in the pre-show. I'm still watching them. We'll see how it goes in day 2. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching Club 54 post-round show. I'm your host, Christian Crosby, and I will see you tomorrow at the pre-round show. Until then, thanks for watching and enjoy yourself. Peace out, y'all. You want to say peace for me, Jerry? Peace. Come on, Jerry.
Peace out.
Peace.
Peace out.
See you tomorrow.